Hey, check it out. The other day I was shooting my gun, Teddy. We all shoot 308s out of yourself and me. We love it for our deer cartridge. And my gun was, I didn't like what my bullets were doing. So I switched ammunition. And to all of you people that hunt or into guns at all, when you switch ammunition, you've got to resight in your gun because, if you're shooting 168 grain, you go down to 150 or just change from Winchester to Remington or Hornady ammunition. Your gun's probably going to shoot that differently than it was dialed in on. So I had to go recalibrate my gun. So Teddy, I went down there and I actually had a misfire in the deer stand. I was shooting some 308s and I shot at a deer and it sounded like a little pop gun went off. And the bullet ricocheted off a damn rock and the deer standing broadside didn't even get hit. And I said, man, what the fuck happened? And I started looking and examining the shell that I had just shot, and it said 243 on the bottom of it. And I got this out of a brand new package of 308. Well, they share the same case on a 308. It's just necked up to accept a 30 millimeter bullet. But it was stamped 243. So it wasn't like I just grabbed a handful of ammunition out of my damn safe and threw it in my gun. This is straight out of the damn box. I told you this story. So I was like, man, I didn't know where to shit or wind my watch. So anyway, I got over here and decided to grab my other 308s and go resight in my gun so I can make sure I know what I'm doing because I'm going to make an ammo switch. And I went over there to the target range. It was damn near dark. And I got the targets, put some up real quick. I got my bag out, with my sandbag and my gimmick bag to rest my barrel on to make a real steady shot, to be dialed in at 100% still, to zero in my gun at 100 yards with some different ammunition. And I said, man, look at this. I forgot my fucking earmuffs. I forgot some ear plugs. I didn't have anything to stick in my ears to block the sound. So I started scrapping around looking for anything. So then I started looking in my pockets of my jacket. I thought, maybe I got a Kleenex in here. I can bust that motherfucker up and plug in my ears. Because Teddy, when you shoot a gun, you got to have your ears on. So I started looking around, and then on the floor of the Bronco, I couldn't find nothing. And I got shitty ears anyway, Teddy. So when I shoot a gun, if I don't got my ears blocked up, it'll just be like listening through a tin can for the rest of the day. So anyway, I see this clear cellophane wrapper material on the floorboard of the truck. It's kind of like of the Bronco. It's kind of like a cross between saran wrap and a package off of cigarettes, a box of cigarettes or something. That kind of crinkly type material.
Right.
So I tore that in two and shoved a section, balled it up and shoved that goddamn trash inside my ear canals to block the sound. But before I did that, I said, man, you know what? I've been shooting this gun all year. I said, I don't really need to block my ears because this 308 doesn't seem too loud. But the shots I've taken where that barrel is hanging out the edge of the deer stand,
that sound gets out there away from
from
your head.
And then that little slat I'm shooting through kind of blocks the sound. So I said, this motherfucker be quiet. And boy, I laid down and put the crosshairs on that target. Boom! God damn, that motherfucker lit my ears up. That's when I started scratching around with that fucking paper. I shoved that trash in my ears. Anyway, I got my guns dialed in. And now I'm on fire. And you and me have been chasing these whitetails. And you know what? I've seen some pretty good deer out here, but I ain't seen nothing great yet. We flew this thing. We saw some good deer, but I ain't seen shit come to the deer stands yet.
No, we haven't seen any of our big boys yet, and I don't think the fact that it's 70 degrees is going to help anything now.
And it's a full moon.
And it is a real full moon, yeah. It's supposed to cool off Sunday, Monday, drop down into the 60s for the high. Maybe that'll jumpstart it, because it was getting close to starting.
Yeah.
The rut was.
What I'm thinking about doing is, we got these spin feeders that spin corn out on the ground. I'm thinking about yanking all the corn out in feeders and filling them with Viagra. Them deer, goddamn, I ain't never seen blue corn before. And they start fucking like a motherfucker. Bucks chasing does chasing bucks. We got to do something out here, man. It's just been too slow. We only got a couple more weeks of gun season, and we got some more numbers to manage.
Yeah, you just picked up more tags today, so I'm looking at 4 more boxes of bullets. So, yeah, we're ready to go. We're loaded up and ready to go, that's for sure.